Welcome to Proof of Paranormal, where the unknown meets investigation. Each week we dive deep into the paranormal, cryptids, UFOs, and unexplained phenomena. The world can't stop talking about it. All right, what we're going to do is, whether it be government secrets, ancient mysteries, viral videos, we're going to set out to debunk and find alternative explanations to stuff. That's what we do here on this show. And if possible, we also try to investigate the claims. Tonight we're going to have videos related to questionable videos. I have a legit video, as I always try to have one. And this week's special episode, besides the Bigfoot comedy, which we always have, is Dr. Frank Strange's. Supposedly in 1957, he spoke with an alien by the name of Valiant Thor. All that and more on Proof of Paranormal. All right. All links to videos will be shown, will be down below in the description at both YouTube and Facebook. Also, I want to remind everybody that I've been bad at. We do paranormal investigations. It should be coming across the screen, yes. All right, if you're within about 2 hours of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, send us an email, centralpainvestigators@gmail.com, which is also right below us, right below me, of course. What we do is we take people's claims, we try to find alternative explanations, and see where the evidence we gather will lead us. All right. And by the way, last week's video was a client's video submitted to me who has been a client of ours for quite a while. Also, we had a new episode of Jack Carey's show. This time it was shocking proof of an ongoing alien battle on Earth and in space. So also check that out over on YouTube. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the time a lot of you have probably been waiting for early in the episode. It is Thursday evening, dangerously close to the weekend, and to a great show. Cheers. As always, Voodoo Ranger, call me. Of course, in my dreams, that'll happen. All right. Let me see here. Check the Clement. Okay. All right. We go back. For our first video, we always start out with a Bigfoot comedy video. He's going to give stuff he found while people were camping, a review on what he found. Let's see what he has to say.
Found this lonely fella clinging to a bush. Smells like regret and campfire smoke. If it's yours, maybe invest in sock clips next time. Found this near a muddy trail. It's a help me whistle. Didn't work unless it was for attracting bears. Found these near the waterfall. I feel like a forest rock star now. Can't see a thing through them, but style? 5 moss points. Found this gem near a campsite. No idea what's on it, but if I see myself on your Instagram, we're gonna have a chat. Someone left this bendy mat near a moss rock. Tried to follow the instructions. Almost pulled a hamstring. It's hot. Found this by a tree stump. Smells like what I already smell like. Honestly, pretty relaxing. Might keep this for date nights. 5 flames.
1 boot, just one. Found on the trail like Cinderella tried camping. If this was yours, I'm keeping it. Makes a great cup holder. Now this is a treasure. Found it near the trailhead, perfectly clean. Lightweight, stylish, and pokes berries like a dream.
All right. Very entertaining as always. I like those videos. And Melissa said cheers on the drink. Cheers to you, Melissa. All right, we go back now. Uh-oh, whoops. I left it there. There we go. There we go. I couldn't find how to remove it first. There we go. All right. Now we go to a classic video of mine. It's actually good. In this video, we're going to see a tote that falls from a shelf at the side of a garage. It's interesting considering it didn't fall right when the door was closed, and which you'll see. And it is questionable a little bit. But there was about half an hour time period, which is a lot for something to gradually fall over with nothing else happening. So here we go. It's one of our own at CPI. So there is no link. Welcome my other account in here. And we're going to start it off here. All right. On this video, what you're going to see is something from the side over here, just outside the camera range, is going to fall over. Pretty much fall over. This is a video that came to me through sources, and right now I don't want to say too much more other than it's at a residence and in a garage, which is that part's obvious. Here we go. I think that's all there is to it, even though I let it play the whole way through. Yep, okay, I didn't think there was anything else to it.
No.
Play it again. All right. And through my sources, I do know that trickery is not going to be the case here.
Yeah.
That we can safely say. And we'll do it one more time. Anyone have any ideas? We'll play it one more time here. Besides all right. That was a classic with me and Chad. And of course, I'm giving the explanations. And I completely agree still with everything I said on the explanation. It's interesting no matter what happened as far as that thing falling. And there is nothing rigged, so who knows? All right. Now, this week I actually did something different. I have a number of AI videos that I created. I have a series of them, so we're going to begin playing them. Some are somewhat addy. I'm sorry for that, but they're pretty cool and still interesting. And I did put together I'm beginning to experiment a little bit to see what I can do to make a picture like do something, because they tend to be more authentic looking. Because when you use AI, you can tell which videos I had AI create everybody, because it's really simple when you have a narrator. But it's much more complicated. Well, they're still not too far to see, but well, you'll be able to tell. First of all, we have this is more or less a promo I set up for the channel. I still thought it was interesting, so we're going to play it.
It all started in a quiet room where Lorie's vision opened a door to the unknown. Jack didn't believe it first, but the evidence was too strange to ignore. In the field, the hum grew louder, and the impossible became real. Back at the agency, the truth was undeniable, but the mystery was far from over.
Now, I know nothing about creating AI videos. All I did was type that in, and about 5 or 6 minutes later, boom, this is what popped up. All right, now we have Clara investigating a haunt claim, and she sees a ghost.
In the eerie silence, Clara's flashlight reveals the house's forgotten past. Determined for answers, Clara seeks Sean's wisdom in his cozy study. In the attic, Clara uncovers the haunting truth hidden in the artist's work. Clara speaks to the spirit, offering peace as the house grows quiet.
All right. And Clara goes to who else but Sean? Who might that be? I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, we also have Clara meets an alien and she sees a spaceship. The point is, I didn't know I was doing this. In 5 or 6 minutes of typing and creating, these popped up.
The sunset painted the sky, but then something strange streaked across it. The air buzzed with energy as the craft landed silently ahead. From the doorway, a figure emerged, calm and otherworldly. As the craft rose, the mountains were left in moonlit mystery.
All right. It just goes to show how easy it is to possibly do that. All right. Now, I do now my more picture from the or a video off the picture. One moment here. We're going to post the picture here. Okay. Just give me a moment. All right. I should have to okay that. And all right. I think it's on the air. I'm not quite sure. I hope it is. But this is the picture. Not shown in Spotlight. Try another layout. All right. Well, it started from a picture. I'm not sure if it's showing on the air or not. I hope it is. And if, okay, it should be. And there's the thing right there. You have a woman right there on the steps. All right. We're going to stop sharing. And the video that came up off of that picture, I asked it to have her possess a guy. So here we go.
You are mine!
Wow. It is amazing to feel alive again after all these years.
All right. And I don't really know what I'm doing. And if I was trying to put a movie together or something like that, I can easily see where that would be possible and where you could do a deep fake. All right. Also, can't believe this is on film. It shows a deer materializing from nothing to an alien and then to a deer. Now, of course, we're getting back to regular traditional videos. I think it's quite interesting, but definitely AI with that type of effect. Very interesting. All right. Also, please help us out by liking and sharing or subscribing and giving a thumbs up to the video. It really help us to reach out to more people. First of all, thank you in advance. It would help us out a lot. Also, for our next video, we have a real UFO from a passenger plane. And you're going to hear people screaming in total panic on board. Let's see. Do they make it? What happens? All right. I think that was probably some kind of either computer or AI generated added to the video later. That makes the most sense. I really doubt that an alien or a UFO, actually, I should say, might not have been alien, was right there. All right. From Bizarrebubs on YouTube, we have a video of the child going out to greet his mom upon returning home to be frightened by a possible entity.
While looking around for Mom, this happens. Someone or something scares the living daylights out of him. He appears to see whatever it was that scared him, despite no one being there. But upon looking closely at this video, something was actually there. It was immediately after her son started running back into the house that a partial figure is seen. You can barely make out the figure before it disappears completely. Neither Mom nor anyone in the family could explain this, but they were definitely spooked. She explains that one night, after returning home from work, her son came out of the house to greet her. He always does this whenever she comes back from work. She would honk her car horn while pulling into the driveway to let him know she was here. But one night, while her son walked outside to see if she was coming in, this is captured.
All right. My thought is it could be anything from some kind of reflection. Could also be definitely computer or AI. I would say very unlikely to be paranormal. Anything that's paranormal is going to be a quick thing like that, but I just still don't see it. My guess is could have been someone behind there and you could have used Photoshop too to kind of get rid of the person for the most part. And that's probably what happened. Someone was hiding. Now that I think about it, someone was probably hiding behind there, and they used like Photoshop afterwards to almost eliminate the person completely. And that would make it where there's like nothing there. You might have a spot like that, and the kid goes running away, and that makes the most sense to me. All right, now we have our last video for this evening. It's Dr. Frank Strange's. He claims to have met an ET at the Pentagon in 1957. This is somewhat of a classic, but I found it interesting. And I asked the question, is it possible? I don't know, but let's play the video anyway.
I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from your planet that your Bible calls the morning and the evening star. I said, Venus? He said, yes, the inside of Venus. I said, how did you get here? He said, I came in a saucer craft which is called Victor 1. I said, what is your name? He said, Commander Valiant Thor. He said, you call me Val. I said, thank you. And how long have you been here? 3.5 years, this coming March 16th of 1960. And what have you been doing here? He said, I've been conversing with the President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and Mr. Nixon, who I met personally some years afterward, and several members of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He said, I brought a gift for them. And this gift was in my hands, and I looked into the eyes of Mr. Eisenhower. I said, this information will do away with sickness, disease, and even death in the United States, and then you can share it with other nations. Gave it to the President. President Eisenhower received this information. It took them over 1 year to get back to the commander. He was their guest for 3 years at the Pentagon. And 1 year later, the President came back, met with the commander again, with this information in his hands, shaking his head. He said, I'm sorry, we cannot accept this information because it will ruin the economy of the United States.
All right. I do seriously doubt that he actually did meet with an alien by the name of Valiant Thor, or Val for short. However, one interesting aspect is that President Eisenhower, he supposedly had a meeting, or there's possibility he did have some kind of a meeting in which there's a report that he went to the dentist, and apparently there was no dentist appointment at that time. This is chronicled on the show called The Y File, spelled out W-H-Y, an excellent show. One of their recent clips, they talked about, and they couldn't completely debunk that part, which was quite interesting. And after that time period was when we made a lot of technological advancement. But part of the agreement supposedly included with a group of aliens. It's highly questionable. There were major technological advancements. They were going to be allowed to like kidnap or abduct so many people. Apparently they lied and abducted a lot more and did hurtful things to people. That's also part of the story associated with that. But we did make some major technological advancements in that time period. Which makes it amazingly completely hard to completely write off as totally insane that this had occurred. And his whereabouts are unaccounted for in that time period. So there was somewhat of an interesting meeting. I shouldn't say meeting, but he was supposed to be at a dentist and he wasn't at the dentist. Now, where was that time period? Who knows? All right. That is an interesting story. I do have to say off of that, though. And that's everything I have for tonight. I want to thank you for watching this episode of Proof Paranormal. Read you deeper in the paranormal so you don't have to. Also, you enjoyed the journey through the Unexplained. Make sure to like the video, subscribe. That'll help us out a great deal. Hit that bell to be notified. Also, a reminder, we do paranormal investigations. And hold on one second. You can email us at centralpainvestigators@gmail.com if you're within 2 hours of Harrisburg. And again, we take and try to find alternative explanations, and but then we go where the evidence leads us. Not everything's paranormal, and no matter what is cryptid or paranormal, alien, not everything can be blamed and associated without them. Most have a logical explanation. All right, until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep watching the skies. And thank you for watching all, and